Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we've got some repairs to do. So let's go ahead and work on that. However, I want to take a quick look at what we've got available for our components, because I really do want to change that stiletto loadout, like really badly. We do have an SRM-6 available. Let's actually take a look at what we can do here. So let's stop work on the stiletto and look at reworking the stiletto, because I feel like it just doesn't have a good ideal range. So let's go ahead and refit this. And what I mean by that is that I feel like it doesn't have a good engagement position, because it's got two SRM-2s and then an LRM Longfire, which is not necessarily ideal. We also have a Guardian ECM in here, which isn't too bad. I'm going to remove the case for now, and just thinking here about slot management. Okay. Yeah, this is probably okay. We have 3 tons remaining here. If we max out this armor, we have not 3 tons remaining. That's fine, of course. And we can just max out this armor for now and see what we've got. 0.6 tons. Okay. I kind of want to replace that LRM with an SRM-6. This would be ideal right here. And then we move the Streak SRM ammo down to the leg here, remove the LRM ammo, and maybe remove the Guardian ECM? Maybe. I'll have to think about that. This is currently a light engine in here, and that's okay. Now, we don't currently have any... We already have ferrofibrous and endosteel structure on here already. That's fine. If we did this, we would be lacking in SRM ammo. We have a double heatsink kit. That doesn't change tonnage, of course. Okay. I mean, we could put the missile range on here, but I don't actually think that missile range is good for this mech. I don't care about the missile range and the missile minimum range. That would be better for some of our other mechs. Ones that use things like Deadfire. There are the Rocket 20s, which only weigh 1.5 tons. Hypothetically, we could remove the Streak SRM ammo and the SRM-2 Streaks and put in a pair of Rocket 20s for the big one-shot damage. I mean, it literally only has the one shot, but then we still have the SRM-6, and we can have tonnage for SRM-6 ammo. So we can do something like this, and then, let's see, this is Infernal SRM ammo. How much does that actually do? 2 burn strength, minus 70% SRM ammo, or SRM damage. Yeah, that's not ideal. We don't actually have any SRM ammo on this, or just available in general right now. And there is a laser hardpoint in this arm. We don't have any lasers. Wait, this is SRM-2. Okay, yeah, that's the Streak. Never mind, I was confused for a moment there, but I have figured it out. It's irrelevant. So this would work if we had an SRM ammo. I'm going to go ahead and validate this. Unfortunately, we're going to have to add on that SRM ammo after the stiletto is done. And let's check the store. Or we'll have to cancel it, one or the other. And let's check the ammo here. This is a double of SRM ammo. This is a half of SRM ammo. And I think we'll take 2 half tons of SRM ammo.
New equipment available.
There we go. And we will cancel the work on the stiletto. We now know exactly what we want to do with this, so we can get this done relatively quickly here. And in fact, this is reasonably good as is. We'll go ahead and max out all of that armor. We put the SRM-6 in here. We put the Rocket 20s in here. Of course, this thing has a lot of damage for its first hit. Not a lot of damage beyond that, other than the SRM-6s, but it'll be fine for now. Then we can put like a half ton of SRM ammo in each leg, like that. We have 0.1 tons remaining, but I'm not sure that there's anything we can do about that, really. So we'll go ahead and validate this, and that should be fine. So that will take a total of 26 days. That's not surprising that that'll take a while. We'll get the Raven, Vulcan, and Centurion finished up. So let's go ahead and tick forward. This will, of course, be our repaired power conduits finishing now, and that is great. We, of course, next want to work on getting another mech bay up and running. So that's only a tech point there. That's a tech point as well, but this gets us our second mech bay. And that's only at 50% efficiency, but that's fine. That is a lot of cash, but we'll go ahead and purchase that. That will be a very important upgrade for us. So we'll go ahead and continue ticking forward here. The Vulcan finishes, and the Centurion also finishes. Hello, Flashpoints. And at this point, we are ready to deploy. So let's go ahead and go into our barracks and see who needs some training. And I guess LaFay can take a point of guts. It's not necessarily the best, but we'll accept it. Same with Overhead's point of guts. And that looks good. Okay, so we are now ready to deploy. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's available here. Anything good from Comstar? There's a destroy base with good salvage here. Not expecting a lot of defenders, but there's likely to be turrets. I think we can manage that. Take the double salvage? Yeah. We are, of course, aligning with Comstar, so that is something to note. And the Javelin is running an SRM-6. Wait, dual SRM-6s? Dual SRM-6s. Fascinating. It's pretty good, actually. Perhaps instead of Boot Camp running the Javelin here, we'll have, say, Hacker run the Javelin. He has no affinities so far. And we can't put anything in this slot just yet. Okay. It looks like it might require more firepower than that. I'm sure we'll be fine. Actually, I'm not sure of that, but I hope we'll be fine. I mean, Darius is usually wrong. If he says something, I'm just like, honestly, it's probably the opposite. We're probably miles overkill here if he thinks that we'll need more than this. I mean, realistically, this is about as heavy as we can drop, too, right? So that'll be fine. The real question is... Well, we're actually going to get our second mech bay very shortly, so the Stiletto refit is going to take a little while, but it's not going to pin us down. The second mech bay will only be at 50% efficiency at first, though. But for now, we need to destroy structures in the smuggling base and escape. We've seen a rise in the quantity of unregistered small arms on outreach. A heavily armed population makes Comstar operations more difficult. We've tracked the weapons back to a hidden smuggling base operated by local government forces. That base needs to be destroyed. I'm not expecting a lot of defenders, Commander, but there are likely to be turrets. So there's no turrets, and there's like 300 defenders. Got it. Thanks, Darius. Also known as, these smugglers didn't pay their space AT&T bill. No nearby reinforcements, but there are fixed gun emplacements. Okay. And we have allies. The allies are over here. That's pretty great. We can deploy literally right here. Move up into these trees and start taking out these turrets. The turrets are placed a bit aggressively. But where's the garrison at? Now that's the question.
Good to go, Commander.
So, Comstar has deployed in a kind of interesting way. A Waspland air mech moves up and doesn't do anything. I think it tried to fire streaks or something.
Let's get to
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it did there. Oh, there it goes. Firing on the turret. Sure. And then moves again. Interesting. So we see a couple of Comstar units here. They've got a Cougar. They've got a Waspland air mech. I don't see any other Comstar units, so it's just the Half-Lance. Okay. In terms of the turrets, they've got a light turret. They've got a standard command bunker. They've got a howitzer there. And a standard point defense. Okay. And I don't see their garrison currently.
I've got your back.
I'm going to move up with the Vulcan to this position.
Confirmed.
And we... I was hoping we'd have better hit odds on this point defense. I really, really was. Okay, we'll light it up anyway. Okay, we chipped through about a third of its armor. That's not too bad. I'm going to move up with the Javelin up into this area here. And the Javelin is going to be in cover and look to hopefully finish off this point defense with those SRM-6s. Now, these are listen kill currently, and we are better off in listen kill mode, it looks like. So that's fine. AMS. Good to know. I did not realize that.
Waiting for orders.
Well, our Raven is going to move up over here.
Affirmative.
And with that AMS triggered, we can probably safely attack this guy.
Copy that.
Yeah, get some narcs in there. The Cougar moves up, attacks that same turret, and actually chips through all the armor. That was some pretty good damage from that Cougar. Okay, we'll accept it. I'm actually going to move the Centurion up to this tree line, I think. We'll position here,
Going full throttle.
and I would love to hit that command bunker. I would absolutely love to hit that command bunker. I think we're better off firing on the light turret chassis, though.
Copy that.
And we got it. Perfect.
Gotcha.
That is glorious. So we know that they have additional guys out there somewhere, right? That is for sure. We're going to move the Scimitar up, and the Scimitar is going to go for the kill on this point defense with it all narked up. Unfortunately, that's not actually helping us. We did get an engine crit through armor there, but it's not going to be a kill. They're firing on the Wasp Land Air Mech. That's actually a pretty hefty amount from machine guns. And the howitzer fires on the Cougar. We're happy about that. That is great. So where is... we see a light SRM carrier, and we see a Sprint Scout helicopter out there. Nothing particularly dangerous there.
Receiving you.
I'm going to take the Javelin. Actually, I'm going to reserve the Javelin here, because I'm concerned about potential AMS. We'll see what the land air mech does here. Fires on the command bunker, but doesn't get any damage. Sure. The Vulcan is going to move up to here, and we're going to take a look at hit odds. On the Sprint, not great. On the standard point defense, actually pretty good. So we'll do that. And that's a turret destruction. Okay, we got the crit. That was what was needed.
Commander.
The Raven, at this point, I think is going to move out over here to engage these vehicles. There's a Galleon over there as well. That's fine. 60% on our long fire on the Galleon, but I think we're going to actually go for the Sprint here.
Locked on.
Yeah, good narcs on there. Nice. The Cougar moves up, fires on that turret, and triggers its AMS. That is very good for us. That's pretty much what we were looking for. Galleon moves up, does nothing. Hacker is going to make his way over here. Do we sprint or do we just move? I think we just move here. And we are going to hit this standard command bunker with listen kill ammo. And that will, of course, in theory, not get AMS'd to death. Fantastic. Good armor chunk there.
What do you need?
The Centurion is going to walk in here,
Moving
like
to
so.
position.
And again, I want to replace this LRM-10 on the Centurion with like MRMs or SRMs, but we're going to go ahead and fire the AC-20 on the standard command bunker. We may or may not hit,
Roger.
and we didn't, and that's okay. Okay. That's the light SRM carrier out there. That's fine. We're going to move the Scimitar up over here.
Copy that.
And the Scimitar is going to look to kill that command bunker as well. Or at least armor shred it. Okay. Little bit of damage to the Senshi there. We don't care about this. This is completely fine. The mortar going onto, or rather the howitzer going onto the Centurion is 100% okay too. That is irrelevant to us. And of course this is just a flat out miss. Phase 23. The land air mech moves up, fires on the standard command bunker, gets 25 damage in. Sure. That was a reservation.
How can I
Okay.
help?
We're fine with this overall. I think we'll position here. We'll take a look at the sprint hit odds compared to the howitzer, and they're actually pretty similar. So I guess we'll fire on the sprint,
Aye, aye.
and that's a dead sprint. Great.
You were brave, I'll give you that much.
So we now know that there's the light SRM,
Yes,
which we're
Commander.
going to flank around with the Raven if we can. Now we can get into side arc over here.
No shooting,
It's
just
not going to
fine.
be great for our long fire, but should be okay.
Firing control salvo.
That's a lot of damage, actually, and a good narc hit. Cougar moves up. Triggers the AMS. Okay. What are those, ATMs? What are you running? Yeah, those are ATMs. Okay.
Got something you want done?
The scimitar is going to come up here and armor shred this howitzer. Reason being, I feel like it's overkill for the scimitar to attack this standard command bunker. So instead, we will just come up here and hit this guy. I was just trying to fish for optimal range, but this'll do. Got a through armor there, but no crit on that. That's fine. We're going to move up with our javelin into point blank range, and we are going to listen kill this command bunker. Yep. Perfect.
That turret is gone.
There we go.
Yeah?
The Centurion is going to come in over this way, and I actually want to sprint it. We'll position it here,
Got it. No shooting, just running.
and 61.8. Yeah, we absolutely take that.
Confirmed.
That was a good armor shred there. Okay, howitzer damage to the Vulcan. We don't care. That is as irrelevant to us as it is possible to be. The Javelin is going to move up,
On my
and
way.
we're going to look for a listen kill on the howitzer.
Taking the top.
Didn't quite get it. That's okay.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Indeed. Wasp Land Air Mech moves over, attacks the howitzer, probably gets the kill here. Well, those were indirect ATMs, so no,
Ready
it does
for
not.
orders.
We're going to come in for the legendary Raven melee attack.
Moving out.
Well, let's see how that goes. Nice. The legendary Raven melee. So effective. Sometime I should kit out a Raven just for melee attacks. That would be hilarious.
Talk to me.
Best Raven. We're going to position the Vulcan up over here, and we might go for the Galleon here. Actually, I'm going to go for the Howitzer. That was a lot of damage and a couple of crits, but not quite what we needed to finish it. I'm hoping the Land Air Mech goes for it. Or actually, the Cougar will. There we go. There's some AMS hitting. Or not AMS. What am I talking about? Okay, yeah, we're not surprised that it SRMs the Raven's front arc. That's completely expected. I am, of course, for whatever reason, I'm blanking the ATM. I don't know why I'm blanking it, but I was blanking it. Okay, we're going to move up with the Centurion here and probably pot-shot the Galleon with the AC-20. Yeah, this is very unlikely to hit. But it did hit. Okay. That was only 12%.
Commander.
The Scimitar is going to make its way over, and the question is, can we get into any interesting arcs here? The answer is we can get into side arc over here, and that's what we're going to do.
No shooting, just running.
Excellent. We're not going to do much damage at this range, but let him know we're here.
It is go time.
Okay, phase 20, the Land Air Mech moves up, fires on the light SRM carrier. It does do 15 damage. We'll take that.
Let's do this.
The Javelin is going to engage the Galleon.
Understood. Moving fast.
Are we better off with standard ammo? Almost. But not in this particular situation. Tracked propulsion crit on the Galleon.
Something good.
Cougar moves up, fires on the light SRM carrier with the ATMs. Does a decent chunk of damage there. Sure, and that's a pilot ejection.
I've got your back.
So the Vulcan can now move up over here and finish off the Galleon, or try to. I don't know that it'll succeed.
Brought this on yourself.
Yeah, that's not a success. That is a critical panic level.
Orders.
We'll take the Raven up, and we'll fish for crits in that exposed side arc with our LRM.
Aye, aye.
Okay, we destroyed a medium laser, but
Solid connection
that's
on
not a
that
kill.
one. What do you need?
That's fine. We'll position up here, and we're going to fish for crits with the Centurion, too. If we hit with the AC-20, it's just dead. There we go. Didn't even need to hit with the AC-20, technically. Okay, time to level the base. So let's make our way over to here. And we are, of course, going to light up this reinforced building. One down. Next up, we're going to bring up the Raven, and I guess we may as well narc a building. Like, what's the point in not narking it?
Target confirmed.
I don't know that there is a point in not narking the building. Yeah, our allies aren't going to help us with this, but that's fine. We're just going to turn the Centurion and light this building up.
Here we go.
Good
There we
to
go. The Javelin will come up
Got
and
it.
finish it off. There we go. 2 down. 2 to go.
Day. How can I help?
The Vulcan will move up and
Roger.
take down this building. Actually, yeah, we'll go for this one next.
Here we go.
Easy peasy. Darius was, as usual, wrong. This was not even close to
Yes,
being
Commander.
a challenging mission, Darius. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's finish this off.
Yes, Commander. Moving
Position there. Finish up this military building. There we go. 3 down.
out. Brought it down, Commander.
And finally,
Good to go.
we're gonna, I guess, go for the large
Moving to
military
position.
building that's already taken some damage. Sure.
Locked on.
Lots of narcs in that building.
Yep.
And we'll position the Centurion over here and light it up.
Firing.
Not quite a kill on
Talk
it,
to me.
but that's fine. Vulcan will finish it off.
Locked on target.
There we go.
Method inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
Yep, that was not particularly challenging. Honestly, though, those ATMs on that Cougar, they were pretty effective. I'm not going to dispute that. It would have been more difficult without those ATMs. It wouldn't have been difficult per se, but it would have been more difficult. Okay, so that's about 500k that we made. Not bad at all. A little bit of armor damage, sure. Not actually interested in any of these vehicle parts. Maybe we go for the medium pulse laser. That's a lot of SRM-6s. Take like 2 SRM-6s. Ferrofibrous armor. And Deadfire SRM ammo? Yeah, let's do it. What else do we get out of that? Chaff countermeasures? Okay, it's bolt-on. ER medium laser, we'll keep that for sure. We got an extra SRM-6. I'm happy about that one. Generic armor, we're going to get rid of. Beagle probe, we're keeping for sure. Standard FCS, we can get rid of. The ferrofibrous, we're keeping. The heat sinks, we're absolutely keeping. And I'm going to get rid of both of those basic sensors. We'll keep the heavy rifle ammo for now, but we'll probably get rid of it later. And the Deadfire SRM ammo, of course, we're absolutely keeping. Deadfire is, in my opinion, probably the best SRM ammo. Other than perhaps Streak SRM ammo. But that's a whole different thing, of course. So yeah, that's pretty great. Reasonably happy with that. The question is, how much armor damage did we actually take? Not a ton, but it is going to keep us busy for a little bit. Because our mech techs are not very good at their job yet. Yeah, 5k, 4 days, sure. That is completely acceptable. I actually do want to prioritize the stiletto because our Argo upgrade is going to be done in 4 days. And then we can finish up these after that. Excellent. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue to work on the Argo. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.